What's up, YouTube? Okay, Axel here from Axel and Ace. Ace is a little busy at the moment, so we are going to be bringing you some solo stuff today. Well, at least for this video. And, alright, for this video, we'll be playing a little bit of Lightning Returns from the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy. And we're not actually going to be so much playing the game as much as we're going to be doing a single boss battle. And it is the proclaimed super boss of this game called Aeronite. He's kind of a pain in the dick, and you know, while I was exploring the internet trying to figure out how to beat this thing, I kind of did a hybrid of a suggested thing here. So let's bring this up real quick. Get my save all up. All right, and it's actually, it's a decently long boss fight, depending on if you're prepared or not. If you are, it could take less time than what it's about to take me. I did this earlier to double check that I had the right save before I did this video. It took me less than 10 minutes, about 9 minutes, but I'm also not completely prepared. And I'll show you why. Alright, before we get in here. Alright, let's look at the schemata you're going to want to use here. You're going to want a controller that doesn't do that. Alright, so we've got the Quiet Guardian here. And if you're wondering why the Quiet Guardian, it's because of its nice little auto ability here that's physical and magical resistance plus 15%. It's pretty obvious what that does there. What you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to combine that with your Preda Hood accessory, because it will decrease your damage from magical attacks. You will take 75% less damage. Now, if you combine that with Quiet Guardian, you're up to 90% less damage. Granted, you decrease your strength and magic. You have literally, like, no stats. I don't know if you can see it up there. My magic and my strength stats are 5. That equals to about one hit from any magic or attack you do. But it's not gonna matter, and I'll explain that in a minute. You also gonna want to throw up that runic ring, I guess is what it is. You put the runic ring on the Quiet Guardian with the Preda Hood, if you didn't already know. That gives you 100% magic resistance. You're going to want magic resistance because Aeronite does a lot of really heavy, really strong magic attacks, and you will take literally no damage from him if you can time it right to get on the Quiet Guardian. You're also going to want, for your shield, the Ghostly Bloom. I probably should have done that weapon to shield first, sorry. Ghostly Bloom, I believe, is found in the Wildlands. Don't quote me on that. I'll double check, and I'll put that in the description because I'm dumb and didn't do that beforehand. What it does is it makes it so when you're not using the Quiet Guardian, it recovers its ATB bar quicker. And that's just so that you have your combos a lot smoother and a lot easier for transition and stuff like that. You're also going to want your Wyvern Lance, because it is better for staggering, which is the point of Aeronite. Aeronite has 4 stagger stages. It's kind of a pain in the dick. And if I remember correctly, you have about 2 minutes between each stage to stagger him to the next stage before he hits his final stagger point. And if you don't, he will flee the battle and run away from you, and it's just really annoying, and it sucks. And, alright, so there's that. With the Quiet Guardian, you automatically get Heavy Guard, which is very good, because one of his attacks is really painful to deal with, and also his other attack, Roar, if you can guard it, you'll do significantly, or take significantly less damage. I am really jumbled up, and I'm so sorry for that. Anyway, you're going to want Protect, because once you get him to the final stagger stage, you're just gonna want to lay it him. Do as much damage as possible. You hit him with the Deprotect and also Imperil. Imperil will lower his magic resistance and allow it to do magical damage. And it's also good because of the main point of staggering him is you're going to be using elemental magic throughout. So you want to drop Imperil on him through the entire fight. It'll make it a little easier on you. Do a little more damage as you stagger him. Make it a little easier too. A lot of people say to use Thundara the whole time, and I didn't know that beforehand, so I put Aurora, which is a second stage arrow spell, on the Quiet Guardian. If you're watching this and you haven't tried to synthesize shit, please don't. Keep your Thundara spells, they're a lot more efficient. If you don't have 3 Thundara spells, Aeroa makes a good substitute. I've already done this. I can say that it works. I'm about to show you that it does indeed work. I made a second save so I could do this video. Alright. One of the other things we're going to use is, I'm probably not saying this right, Mikote? I have no fucking clue. Mikote's dress. The reason why you want Mikote's dress is for Magic Slash. Metagard kind of sucks ass. You don't want that. But for Magic Slash, and I'll explain that in a minute. And with that, we're using the Sea God Spear for the same reason why we use the Wyvern Lance. Got another Ghostly Bloom in there for ATB charge. The Sea God Spear is for stagger power, by the way. We got a Fighter's Emblem for increased strength, and the Collector's Catalog for increased beneficial status from your items, which we'll get into here in a minute. D-Faith. We're using D-Faith because it lowers the magical stats of your opponent, which, you know, you're going to be facing a giant dragon with a bunch of magical spells and shit. And some of his base attacks are even magic-based, so he does a lot less damage. Unfortunately, if you are going by literally everything I'm doing here and not that well prepared, you might die a couple of times either way. Don't let that discourage you, because we're going to pack enough items that you're going to be okay if you follow pretty closely to what I'm saying, or do a little better than me. And I will explain a little bit on how you could do better than mine, and, well, what I know of. I mean, obviously, every player plays differently. And, like I said, you want D-Faith, though. Metagard comes with the garb. Thundara, because of staggering. And Magic Slash for the last bit of the fight, because it does both physical and magic damage, and when he is completely staggered, he's pretty weak, and having both magic and physical damage in one hit kicks him in the balls pretty bad. I mean, it kicks him pretty hard. Wow. Most of this video is just going to be me explaining shit. Alright. Last but not least, you've got your Amazon Warrior. You got another Wyvern Lance, and the Il Nom de la Rosa, which is kind of like the Ghostly Bloom, but slightly better. It has a better ATB recharge than the Ghostly Bloom. But either of them works. You want both, especially with, if you do get the De La Rosa, you want to put it on Amazon Warrior because the Amazon Warrior starts at half ATB. So you're definitely going to want to get all the way up to full ATB as soon as possible. Um, Alright, you got the Soul of Thamasa, and if you're me, you need an English lesson apparently. What this will do is you lose HP with it, which is really not that big of a deal because you're going to be jumping over to your Quiet Guardian for, as best as you possibly can to suck up that damage. Um, but what it does is when you combo, um, when you combo with the Amazon Warrior, or well, I guess with the Soul of Thamasa rather, the finales, you do more of them. So, you hit a couple and then you do the big finale where it does a little more damage, I think is what it does at the finale. You can do more of those in a row. And, I mean, really, all she does is like some kind of backflip. It's kind of cool looking, but also, we've got the white strap. For some reason, this was suggested to me. Uh, well, not suggested to me, it's a suggestion I found, and it's a resistance to fog. And if anybody knows what the fuck fog does, you could please tell me. Pardon my language, but yeah, I have no idea what fog does, but apparently it helps. Um, I really do not know. I would say try to get one for pain too, but yeah, you're gonna need the collector's catalog in the runic ring here. I don't know if you can actually see that. As for the Amazon Warrior, not really a whole lot going on here. Okay, you got guard because it comes naturally the uh, with the costume here. You've got Thundara because the main point of having these three is to stagger. That is literally your main point. You also have Speed Slash. Now, Speed Slash does the good bit of damage. Not a whole lot. It's a relatively weak attack, but it does it really quickly. And what you're using that for is for the end of the battle. When you get him down on, well, I guess in some sense, on his knees to the end of the battle, and you're recovering your Makote dress over here, once you've used up your ATB gauge, you want to jump over to your Amazon Warrior to hit up with that Speed Slash for more damage, and at the end, he's still going to be hitting you with spells, so you're also going to want to jump between this and Quiet Guardian to suck up that damage while you're recovering Makote's dress. Also, if anybody knows how to pronounce Makote's dress correctly, please let me know. I have no idea. You hear how I say it. I say it Makote's dress. I don't know if that's right. As for your recovery items, we got 2 high potions, 2 and arrow potions, 2 nectar of the gods, 3 phoenix downs, and a turbo ether. Now, for my version of this strategy, like I said, it's a little hybrid of things I found. The turbo ether is necessity because so we don't get him running off on us. You're going to be using your EP abilities because you're going to be using this lovely little bit here that's overclock, which will stop or slow down time for a little bit while you attack him. High potions, you can use them at your discretion. Phoenix downs, obviously, when you die. The nectar of the gods and the N arrow potion. If you need to use them, use them. But if you can hold on to them, especially the nectar of the gods, because it gives you bravery, faith, and regen, save that for the end of the battle, because if you can, it'll increase your damage, and an arrow gives you wind damage to your basic attacks, and that's pretty good. If I remember correctly, though, the people suggested N Thunder potions, not N Arrow. I don't know. I guess it's up to you based on choice. I'm using N Arrow potions because I know where to find them, and that's in I have to look it up. It's fading. Ruffian. Right. Okay. The shop here in Ruffian has N Arrow potions. Yeah, I'm that dumb. Um, I can't tell you where to find Aeronite. I don't remember how that whole process goes. This has been a while since I actually completed the game. I'm just now coming back, like 3 weeks later, to do this. Maybe I'll explain that when I do my secondary run of this game and do the video walkthrough. But for right now. Also, as a tip, I found out that I am dumb. I didn't realize that bosses do all drop items. Literally every boss drops an item. And I missed the one that will help you the most, and it's Caius Ballad's sword. And I feel really dumb that I found out about this. When you fight Caius, spoiler alert, I mean, if you're watching this, you already know that, though. I hope. He drops his sword on the bridge. Pick it up. Do not leave the area until you have it. Because it has 75% stagger capability, and the highest that you could buy outside of that is the Sea God Spear that I know of, and that's only 16%, and that's huge. You know, like, I'm using a Wyvern Lance, it's 15%. It's huge. It makes staggering Aeronite so much easier. If you have Caius' sword, use it for this fight. No joke. And I didn't know that. I did not know about the drops thing. So, you know, obviously, day 8, I'm really late on that. I'm going to try to make sure I grab that the second time around and maybe make another Aeronite video where, I don't know, I do some kind of other strategy with it. I'm going to test some things, see what works. But for now, we're going to do this. Alright, so, yeah. Let's get into it. And right up here is Aeronite. Yep, he's a little ball. Alright, ready? And we're going to drop Imperil on him. I guess I can unmute it. Shit. This is what I'm talking about. His roar is incredibly dangerous. Every so often, you're going to want to hit overclock. Only once per stagger stage, though. That is important to note. And I got caught in his arrow spell because I'm a dumbass. Alright, Megaton Break. This is the one you're going to want to guard for. So, make sure you get the timing right. And definitely guard against that. That's huge damage you don't want to take. And we got him broken down to level 1. Alright, guys, let's get it on. Keep it going. Yeah, you don't want to get caught in his gravity spell. He will drag you to him. It's just a bad day for everybody in the neighborhood. And, yeah. Anyway, after stage 1, his spells get more powerful. Oop, I accidentally hit D-Protect. We don't want that. D-Protect is garbage. We want Imperil. And now he's imperiled. Let's defaith him just because we can. Crap. And he's about to kill me, so... Yep, there it is. What the hell indeed, Lightning. What the hell indeed. So, yeah, you gotta watch for that. He will kill you. No hesitation. Ah, shit. It really doesn't help if you have a shitty controller like me, and your shit decides to give out on you. Oh, shit. We're gonna defaith him again. Do as much damage. Try to rack up as much damage as we can here. And go back to heavy guarding, because he's about to kick my ass again. Yeah, make sure you let's hit another overclock here. You can hit one per stage if you make sure that you get up to 8. You know, up to 8, your maximum. But I didn't. I was only at 7 when I walked into this fight, and I wasn't gonna bother going to find one more just so I could, you know, have 8 walking into this. It just didn't seem worth it to me. And there's number 2. There we go. Oh, he still roared me. Shit. Yeah, you gotta be careful of that too. And this is the problem one. Yep, see, 17,000 damage. Yeah, you're not walking away from that. And there goes my 3rd potion, so... or my 3rd Phoenix down. Daga. Yeah. He, we're gonna take a minute here because we need to recover. And heal. Or guard, rather. Drop that Imperial on him. Hit that overclock because he's about to fuck my day up. There it is, fucking my day up. And we managed to guard that one, so let's high potion while we can, because fuck you. The Eroga spell with him, that's the one you want to watch out for. Out of all of his spells, because... And there's number 3. Anyway, as for why Eroga, that would be because he does a lot of damage with it. Unfortunately, we're going to have to use a rise here, which is okay, I guess. High potion. Gotta try not to die again. Easier said than done. Also, I'm going to pop up my Turbo Ether here because that's going to give me the extra shit that I need. We're going to defaith him. Yeah, he recovers from defaith very quickly. Just keep that in mind. Now, he's probably going to hit me with Roar. Okay. He actually also has a claw attack where he will smack you around a little bit. And this is his final stagger. Alright, folks. It is time to go in hard. We got our N-Arrow potion. We got a failing controller because my controller is balls. Alright, get that deprotect in, get that up. He's going to drop Thunder, so we're going to stay on here. And, yeah, we're just going to go to town with Magic Slash here, folks. Hit up another deprotect. Hit up another imperil. Oh, didn't want to do that. Alright, my arrow went off, so I'm gonna drop another one. Oh, no it didn't. Oh, I got hit with the blizzard. Alright, I'm gonna just magic slash the fucking shit out of him. Fuck it. I'm gonna pop up another Nectar of the Gods. More deep protect, another barrel. Go to town here. And we're gonna overclock him. Trust me, this is why you want that, this is why you're gonna want that turbo ether, folks. You're gonna wanna fucking clock his fucking shit. Alright. Let his spell go through. Fuck it. We're gonna drop another one in here. You might want to use them successively. I don't know. That's up to you. I do because it... Shit. Wrong one. Don't overclock on the wrong class, folks. Bad idea, clearly. Alright, swap back over. Start chucking them down again. Oh, Ruenga. Fuck that. Fuck that all day. Let's get that final overclock in just to get it done. You know what I'm saying? We want to finish this fight. We want to be done with them. Another deep protect. Another imperil. More Aroa. And just keep working that. There it is, folks. See? Boom. All done. I mean, was it the fastest? No. Look, 8 minutes, 40 seconds. Less than 9 minutes. Apparently a new record for me. Alright. And that's all you gotta do, folks. Simple as that. Aeronite finished. Done. Boom. If you have another strategy you'd like to share with me, cool. Let me know. Hit me up in the comment section with it. Send me a link to your video. Hit me up on Twitter. That's @Axel and Ace on Twitter or on here. And stay classy, YouTube. Stay classy.